Fala meu povo, fala minha pão, fala meu pele, fala meu pive, fala meu povo. Sim, Vampyr, sim. Bora. Cafetinho. Cafezinho. Bora. Bora, 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 bora. Bora, 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 bora. Bora, 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 bora. Cheguei a ligar o ventilador um pouco pra mim aqui, que você não aguenta não. Doido, que calor é esse? Que calor é esse? Haha, Que calor é esse? Haha, Não. O calor e eu tomando café. Cara. Essa porta brilhando aí. Pode ser aqui, pode ser aqui, hein? Fiquei procurando nesse lugar aqui 3 anos. Será que é aqui? 3 anos depois. Tem que dar uma melhorada nessas armas minhas, não? Falta 6 componentes bom de empunhadura. Bastão de chumbo já tem, falta só um componente bom de empunhadura. Eu não consigo isso. Eu não sei. Eu não sei. Eu não sei. Eu não sei. Nem aqui não. Aonde eu tenho que ir, Senhor? Eu não sei. Eu não sei. Eu não sei. Eu não sei. Não tem mais nada não. Eu achei que tinha uma porta aqui em cima. Eu bati esse brilhando aqui. Bom. Não é aqui também. Beleza. Oh Jesus, onde é? Onde é? Totalmente mentira essa bosta. Não é possível. Aqui eu já vim. Já conversei com você. Não é. Conversei com vocês também, já conversei. Cara, eu não sei onde é que é.
It's locked, all right.
Tá legal brilhando aqui, que é isso? Eu li esse lugar tudo aqui. É mordida, arrancar um pouco de dano, né? Acho que aqui eu não fui, né? Essa aí aqui. Você vê, não tá marcado nada no mapa, tá vendo? Onde é que tá marcado essa porra? Aqui não é. Ah, eu acho que é aqui, hein? Eu acho que é aqui, hein? Olha que mentira, rapaz. Ah, não. O jogo bugado da moléstia. O que ele marcou lá embaixo, sério, aqui que eu tinha que ver? Quer ver? Deixa eu aqui mesmo. Tô até explorando pra ver. Eu vou reflexo ali, hein? Aqui mesmo. Vamos ver. Que seja, pelo amor de Deus!
Dawson's Mansion.
Ah, aleluia! Tô falando. Tava marcado
The
errado.
question remains. Am I ready to make a dying man my progeny?
Eu não vou transformá-lo. Ah lá, marcou certo agora. Ela da puta. Execução de John Francis Sparrow. John Francis Sparrow, 21 anos, foi enforcado esta manhã na prisão de Vampyr. O Sr. Sparrow foi sentenciado à morte após ser condenado pelo assassinato de sua irmã Alexandra Sparrow. Até o fim, o homem alegou ser inocente. Nenhuma prova concreta de presença dele na cena do crime foi apresentada no tribunal. Mas, mesmo assim, ele foi sentenciado à morte e executado. A Scotland Yard se recusa a reabrir o caso, mesmo com as diversas lacunas na cadeia de acontecimento que culminou na morte da senhorita Sparrow Charles Albrecht, que conduziu o inquérito para Scotland Yard. Recusou-se a responder quaisquer perguntas. Mas há 3 semanas ele foi rebaixado sem explicações oficiais. Que jeito esquisito de recomeçar um inquérito bem-sucedido. É porque não foi bem-sucedido.
Reduced in rank for falsely accusing a man of murder. I wonder what Inspector Albright thinks about his punishment. It's locked.
It's locked. Just lock it. Passou.
Finally, you're here, Dr. Reed. What took you so long?
I had to pass several of your barricades and outposts to access your mansions.
Death, pestilence surround us, and time is against me.
I see you've gathered some of the most expensive, albeit experimental, blood transfusion equipment available. All this could be so useful in a hospital.
Yes, yes. Since Lord Redgrave sent me a doctor to perform my conversion, I thought you might find some of these devices useful.
Most thoughtful. But tonight I'm not here as a physician.
But I feel reassured that a specialist such as yourself would help me to escape the Reaper.
Very well. But before I proceed...
I proceed.
I have a few questions.
I'll have a few
If you
questions
must,
for
but
you.
be quick, for I don't have much time left in this life.
First of all, I need to be sure that you know exactly what is going to happen to you, sir.
I can assure you I'm as informed as any man can be. I have planned for this moment, Dr. Reed. Planned very carefully.
Sir, I'm going to end your life. Do you not wish to discuss the procedure for even a minute?
I don't have a minute to indulge in idle chatter. I can't feel my legs. And the cold. So cold.
I will become your maker. Do you understand what that means?
Well, I certainly won't consider you my liege, or some such drivel. You can be assured of that.
You'll need to feed on warm blood. Blood from mortals. How do you feel about that?
I'm rich, Dr. Reed, and powerful. I'm sure I'll be able to acquire all the blood I need without ever having to sully my own hands.
What do you know about the Guard of Prewen?
What I do know is that I'll crush anyone or anything that would dare to oppose me.
Não quero fazer isso com você.
Let's move on.
Só dá pra fazer. Ah.
I feel my life waning with every
Eles falam que a gente tem escolha, mas não tem escolha porra nenhuma, não.
Embrace
Porra nenhuma, não.
That's a rather impertinent question, Dr. Reed. And I will do as I please.
Answer me all the same. What will your first action be as an immortal?
To save London, I will finance the most efficient quarantine ever seen. I will build a wall that will separate the sick boroughs from the healthy ones.
You really plan to build a quarantine wall across London?
Yes, it will be tall and strong, separating the wheat from the chaff.
Let me guess. You mean to isolate the rich from the poor?
This is a desperate measure for desperate times. England must prevail, Doctor, no matter the cost.
By doing so, you'll also create two separate prisons.
Come, sir. An eminent doctor like yourself knows that such radical measures have proved efficient in the past.
Esse cara é bosta. Vou dar imortalidade pra ele.
Who gave you the right to decide the fate of thousands?
Não, não é assim.
Immortality gives me the needed authority, Doctor. I'm a businessman. I make the tough decisions.
Quarantine is not a bad idea, medically speaking. But I'm convinced this epidemic will not be contained by mere walls.
As long as the right people are on the right side of the wall, that's all that matters.
But you can't guarantee infection will not spread. Just one contagious carrier would be enough to create an apocalypse.
The apocalypse is already knocking at the gate. We must be strong now.
What if a new outbreak happens inside your walls? You'll have created a giant trap.
That won't happen.
I've heard it's time to proceed.
Prosseguir não. Não é pra você fazer isso não. Eu não quero.
If it hurts, so be it. I've been preparing such a long time for this.
Esse que subiu de morrer.
Listen to me, Aloysius Dawson. You will forget your fear of dying, for it has poisoned your mind and made you bitter and ruthless since the death of your twin brother.
You don't understand. Death is oblivion, the eternal void. I know there's nothing there. I saw it in Robertson's eyes. I saw myself in that coffin.
Death is painful for those who remain, not for those who have passed. All that occult gibberish you filled your head with has made you forget this simple truth.
No! Death will not claim me. I have the power and the money. I've acquired the arcane knowledge needed. I believe there is magic that a
Vai morrer sim.
provide me my extension.
Eu vou te matar.
You have no idea. Look at me, hunted like a beast. My family lost, cursed.
Morreu ainda não.
I have not escaped death. I have become it.
No, there must be a way. I don't want to go like my brother did.
Cala a boca, cala a boca.
Money.
Tapa a boca dele assim. Desgraçado, não, não.
I know you used to be a good and generous man. So I offer you the gift of peace, Aloysius. The tranquility of a true death.
I accept your offer. And I understand. No more fear, I will die.
No more fear.
A
Boa.
man at peace.
Faleceu. Lógico que eu não ia transformar um bosta desse. Prepare-se para morrer, troféu conquistado. Ah! Lógico que eu não ia transformar um bosta desse imortal. Tá doido? Coitado, nós pobres já sofremos pra caramba. Vamos dar imortalidade com um rico bosta desse? Não. Não é assim. Olha o cara, agora o cara vai tratar comigo, olha lá.
I cannot enter.
Is
it done, Dr. Reed? Is Aloysius Dawson reborn as expected?
I'm afraid Mr. Dawson finally chose to embrace life and death as a mortal.
What do you mean?
He has overcome his fear of dying. I let him rest and wait for death to come.
What? This is unacceptable. Go back there and make him the powerful icon he's destined to be.
No, Lord Redgrave. As a doctor and as an immortal, I can't. If you wish to make him your progeny, then proceed on your own.
This is an outrage beyond words. This is betrayal, pure and simple. I should kill you on the spot. You swore on William Marshall's blood.
Well,
Foda-se o sangue de William Marshall.
Vanished. You are forbidden to ever appear in front of us again. Ascalon will smite you.
Venha ser então, você não é o bonzão? Seu verme maldito.
Have fun with your puppets and shadow plays, Lord Redgrave.
Yes, go, traitor, and take that awful creature, that counterfeit of a woman I saw waiting for you, and be gone.
Vem cá, vem pro pau, você não é homem não? Vem aqui. Vem pro pau, rapaz! Covarde. Foi por isso que liberdade mesmo é o cara me ameaçar ali, eu dar-lhe uma pancada e matar ele ali mesmo. Ah é? Ah é? Parece.
We meet again at the strangest of times, young Ekon. So do you serve the Earl of Bristol now?
Old Bridget. What are you doing here?
Your friend, the wise Ekon. She sent me to warn you.
Did anyone see you? It's a long way from the dock sewer.
Who said I took the streets? How do you think I survived for centuries in this city without ever being seen? I know all her secrets.
How did you meet Lady Ashby?
She came to us in the sewers and so.
What kind of answers did you give her?
I knew nothing of your maker, but we talked. We talked a lot. Her words and ideas are captivating. It is no surprise that you like her. I like her too.
Lady Ashby in the sewers?
Tá achando que foi ela que me transformou?
That's a sight I wish I'd seen.
She said she was your friend, and that she sought the identity of your maker. So I answered her questions.
Lady Ashby? You know her? Tell me what's going on.
The lady approached me but a few nights ago, wanting to meet the sewer skulls. Once she questioned Harriet Jones. She agreed to help us.
Harriet Jones is still with you then? How is she doing?
Harriet remains angry, but is recovering slowly. Her mind is twisted, but at least her body is healing.
Tell me what is going on.
The lady asked us to keep an eye on your mortal doctor friend while you were away. We spotted the hunters. They were discussing plans to attack tonight.
Wait!
I'm listening, but I do not...
Where is Lady Ashby right now?
She said she will go home. She needed to speak with some old friends first, though. Do not worry, young Ekon. She is no fool, and just as...
How did Elizabeth...
She presented herself humbly at our gate.
What do you think?
Her soul is good, yet tainted with a deep sadness, and the scars of ancient wounds. Time does that to us immortals, for we have so much.
Why did she...
I am old Bridget, the buried memory of...
Why do I feel like Lord Redgrave was...
Because I used to know him quite well, and he is afraid I may remember who he really is.
You're Elizabeth's informant. You're the one who told her about Lord Redgrave's lies regarding his lineage.
Yes, but my words were not meant to hurt or threaten. I simply told the story of the sewer skulls, and of so...
No time to lose, then. I must go there right away.
I shall return to my den. Have you a message for the lady? Should I see her before you?
Calor, tô até suando.
Tell her we need to talk.
In the end, is this not what we all need? Go now and take care, young Ekon, for the flames are rising.
Onde eu tenho que ir agora? No hospital, no hospital. Bora. Não! Ah! Coisinha feia, vovozinha. Esquerda.
Come on, Barry. Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you?
Qual é que é o botão que eu tô lá? Peraí. Tô em cima. R1.
Goodbye for now, Mr.
R1, R1.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? Do you need help, sir?
To be honest, I'd prefer you take a look at my stuff. I'd rather be rich and sick than the contrary.
I don't quite agree, but I won't argue with you. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
Really? Free? Don't take it personally, but charity usually comes at a price. Human nature being what it is.
How are the current conditions?
When there's more people outside at night than during the day,
Right then.
Deixa eu ver se tem pra vender aqui. Só que tô doente.
You again? What do you want this time?
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peterson?
Keep your medicines for others.
There is a thin line between pride and stupidity, sir. Please take this medication.
All right. I'll take it then. It's not like I don't appreciate the gesture.
How is this?
I'm not easily scared, but crazy killers and armed patrols are lurking about. My son's right about it.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Agora... Aqui. Não. Aqui. Só falava de ideia aqui. Isso daí, Mr. Whittaker.
Tell me the reason why you despise Joseph Larrabee so much, Tobias.
Tobias.
For he leads his flock to the abyss by disregarding the right path. God smote this man, for he doubted.
I only met him briefly, but he seemed a dedicated man who tried to provide guidance.
Do you not believe in punishment, my son? I am not talking about the law of men. I am talking about judgment from...
Hello, Matheus. How are you? Good morning.
I believe in the logical and factual everything in the universe. God, if
Today I am amazing.
Armageddon is upon us, Dr. Reed. The final battle for every soul.
Today I have cough.
I'm afraid it will be for a long time.
Joanna? Prefiro.
How is the sanitary situation evolving in Whitechapel these days?
Don't you hear the trumpets? The apocalypse is upon us, Dr. Reed. The final battle.
Confesse seus crimes.
Why did you send Samuel to the cemetery, Tobias? What did you see there?
I sent him on a vision. A dream of a dreadful and laughing queen covered with blood, sleeping with the dead and feeding on the fear of the dying.
Put me
A
mais.
laughing queen dressed in blood. Tell me more.
This epidemic is her feast, the announcement of her return. Against her, science is no more than a child's toy.
But who is she?
She is the mother of harlots and abomination of the earth. She is Babylon, on the blood of his saints.
Yeah.
I have found Samuel, your disciple. I am afraid I have bad news.
I already expected the worst. He should already have come back. He is dead, isn't he?
Yes, he is now. The epidemic took him.
Samuel steadily made donations to our cause. He would have rewarded you himself if you'd found me in that awful cemetery. Please accept this money.
Tobias Whittaker, confess why you burned those people alive.
I have done what no one was ready to do.
You burned those people alive.
Of the unclean to protect the righteous.
You're not the savior of London. You're just a glorified sadist.
I take no pleasure in this awful
Sadist.
cleansing, Dr. Reed. I am only driven by the thousands of innocents I save each night.
You are just another heartless murderer, exploiting the epidemic to kill with impunity.
No! No. The only way to contain the spread is to strike at the source itself. The proliferating sick.
You son of a bitch.
Your disciple, Samuel, stole from the dead in Stonebridge Cemetery. I have proof of his crime, and proof of his death.
No! Samuel was the best of us. So devoted, so zealous. He gave all he had for the cause. He tirelessly preached the good word.
Ele profanou os
He
mortos.
defiled the dead with his petty thefts. That's how he financed your misguided crusade.
Think what you will. When this city is saved, he will be praised for his devoted fortitude. He walked boldly into the mouth of abomination.
Your precious Samuel used you. He was an immoral crook.
An immoral crook.
That's true. And he will be my burden to bear during this endless night.
Why did you...
I said...
You sent a man to die because of a stupid vision.
Tchau.
I'm cheap and I'm clean.
What?
Hi, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling.
Eu
I want
quero.
to ask you a few questions. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick. Though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Do you need any assistance, Miss Popper?
It depends on the price of your medicine.
Olha lá, tá bichada, tá
I
bichada.
am that sort of man.
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so used to liars with good manners. Thank you, sir.
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
Considering your line of work,
Line
I'm
of
sure
work.
It's only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
You can put your own life in danger, that's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all of London. Do you believe him?
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time, until he finally leaves Whitechapel to start another fight somewhere else.
Are you talking from experience?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room or a dark alley before going back to their fancy houses in the West End.
Why this skepticism?
How can you speak about starvation if you've never been hungry? Or about poverty? Or anything else you have never suffered from?
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however...
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
I always thought I was the master of my own fate. But now I know we don't always have control over our lives. I don't judge you.
You know, this money is not only for me. I have good reasons to need this money quickly. But it is not your concern, Doctor.
Ajuda ela com dinheiro.
When I
Give
think about all the people who died trying to reach England.
Give her some money.
Escaped the war. just to die on foreign
Give her.
shores, hated
Give-
by all.
Foda-se. O dinheiro pra ela.
Take care of yourself as best you can.
Give some money to her. Sushi. Eu não sei. Eu não sei.
Can I help you?
Do you need assistance?
That would be nice of you, Doctor. Who knows what I may have caught during my investigation?
If you persist in investigating the most pox-ridden boroughs of London, you must accept the risks.
Thank you, sir.
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
How are
I always...
And you're not...
Empty coffins.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Eita. Ai, passou dentro de mim. Maldito. Tem que upar. O cara tá no level 31. Eu tô o quê? 23. É qual é o estado do negócio mesmo? Crítico. Eu não sei até agora como é que eu faço melhorar esse negócio. Rapaz do céu! Tava de escudo, velho! Você morreu. Nossa, que demora! Do level 23.
You cannot win this.
Não! Só mais 2 tapas. Aí. Difícil demais, rapaz. Olha lá. Morreu. Faleceu. Tem um bichão aqui embaixo também. Eu acho que eu vou nele lá, hein. Deixa eu chegar aí devagarzinho. Errei tudo. Olha. Pegando fogo, bicho. Deixa o bicho pegar aqui, ó. Como eu morri! Não é assim. Podia deixar eles se matarem primeiro, né? Onde eu voltarei? Nossa, voltei aqui. Aí é sacanagem. Nossa, aí é sacanagem demais. Nossa senhora, me arrancou sangue demais ali agora. Ah. Eu já tinha passado esse maldito. Tinha passado ele, o de baixo. Morri pro fraco. É a vida. A minha vida. Que bosta. É o que tem pra hoje. E tá bom pra mim. Pelei com você agora, cara. Você também apelou comigo, né? Você não deixa mais, não, mano. O personagem é cansado, é? Meu personagem também tá cansado. Não é parada. Se você ter me pudesse ouvir. Ele caiu. Minha vitalidade, minha vitalidade, minha vitalidade. Ah, eu também tô de brincadeira, né? Corre! Ah, aleluia, Senhor. Dificuldade. Matar você de novo também. Que raiva. De raiva. Morra. Deve deixar eles se matarem ali primeiro. E aí, meu bom? Tudo jóia? Ó, eu não tinha te atacado, cara. Esse mago aí. Ah, o roubo, não morre, não morre. Que isso? Que isso? Quase morri. Essa mulher de novo. Olha lá. Fudeu. Ah, filha, eu vou te matar não, porque você é muito... Eu vou morrer. Tchau. Não! Tchau.
What is this truck?
Deus me livre.
Are the vampire hunters here already?
Loucuras! Voltei pro hospital. Quase faleci.
It's locked.
Esse cara tá morrendo, hein? Será que eu tenho remédio pra você?
Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to... Do you need med... I'm feeling...
Tá bom, falou que tá bom.
Are you all right? Unfortunately, violence can... What do you mean? A hospital should be a safe place. Goodbye, Mr. Chidama.
Esse cara tá esperando até agora.
Good evening, Mr.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Are you...
I was sleeping when it happened, so don't know.
Nada da cirurgia dele. Esse cara aqui não vamos fazer a cirurgia dele, não. Ô doutor, você
Goodbye
também
for
tá
now,
com nada, hein? Saudável. Você tá com fadiga.
Good evening, Mr.
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I'm...
You are not a...
And you have my...
I have retrieved your letter, Mr. Goswick.
Thank you.
I think you should talk to your mother.
Thank you. Doc.
Bem sem dinheiro, velho.
Fine.
I've read your letter, Mortimer. You wrote about an unbearable feeling of despair, while the world crumbles around you. Tell me more about it.
There's nothing more to say, really. It's hurtful, it's unbearable, and I don't ask anyone to understand what I feel.
A dor é uma ferramenta valiosa.
The world is bleak, but maybe the pain we feel is the best compass for making it a better place.
How can we repair the world, Dr. Reed, when mankind is the biggest problem? Yes, the world will be a much better place when we're gone.
Você não precisa consertar o mundo, você só precisa torná-lo o mais suportável para você.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Você sempre fala isso e tá aí, mexendo no mesmo paciente.
I heard the hospital had been
A
attacked.
bolsa bosta!
We have to keep on looking after our patients. But we won't be able to do so for long without an administrator.
Has Dr. Swansea really gone?
Yes, this place is turning into a joke. A sad joke indeed.
Thank you for your time. Good evening, Dr. Strickland. Do you need much? Would have been...
Cefaleia. Qual que é o... Tem que arrumar um trem desse pra ele.
Are you all right? As far as I know, nobody's been hurt. What happened to him? I don't know. They came in. I located the shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is missing. All I found was your order.
I was afraid of such bad news. People are so desperate they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs.
That's quite a list, you ordered. Opium, sodium hypochlorite. It can't be just headaches you're trying to cure.
It's dreadful influenza, of course. I already ran some tests on hopeless cases. Without success, I must admit.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison without the correct dosage? Then there are the legal ramifications.
Is this not true of any medical substance, Dr. Reed?
As long as you promise to be scrupulous with your experiments, I may...
That's all I'm asking for.
I want to know about these secret tests you run, and if they can save people from this epidemic. Speak to me now, Thoreau.
I know I may sound presumptuous, but I'm just following your steps, Dr. Reed. I'm casting away the shadows of ignorance by daring to face them.
Self-confidence is essential in our line of work, my young colleague, but only if tempered with the correct amount of cynicism.
But you never doubt yourself, Dr. Reed. I've read all your articles and books. You performed the most daring research during the war.
You can't be serious. You have to stop this before you lose yourself. Lives are at stake here, remember.
I'm a competent doctor, and my value has been proven already. Frankly, I'm disappointed to hear you, above all, speaking so ill of me.
Se fosse bom mesmo, você tinha tratado você mesmo, rapaz. Você mata os outros aí pra você ver. Te leva pro cantinho ali e te...
I can't let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect.
Essa outra aqui tá com um negócio também, ó.
Good evening, Miss.
I need blood, Doctor. Warm.
Are you all right?
They were vampire hunters, and they were looking for me. Bless poor Dr. Swansea. They beat him, but he didn't say a word about me.
They hurt him, you say?
Yes, I hide in the shadows, but I've heard them.
What did they want?
They wanted Dr. Swansea to confess his guilt and
O
admit...
mais legal ia ser se essa mulher fosse a que tava tramando tudo.
I'll leave you.
E você, cara?
Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Soldier.
I'm fine.
Why do you feel...
I wasn't disfigured by...
Why lie?
Come on.
Reconstructive surgery.
I don't want to wear a bloody mask for the rest of my life.
Tell me what really...
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a
Acho que eu já vi isso
shithole.
aqui.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep.
Are you all right?
Yeah. I heard them. At least 10 men and women. None of them sounded too happy, you know. And fear.
What did they do?
They went upstairs and arrested Dr. Swansea. They argued for a few seconds and then...
Swansea levou o pau lá e encontrou alguma coisa.
Silence.
Goodbye.
O quarto já tá arrumado, muito bom. Vamos lá ver o que aconteceu com o Dr. Swansea.
Those bastards. What have they done to Edgar? McCullum and his thugs are taking the credit for Edgar's abduction. They really mean business.
Essa porta tava trancada. Não tinha vindo aqui ainda não. Deixa eu vir pra cá. Do outro lado. Cadê ele? Tá na hora de eu fechar esse vídeo. Eu vou fechar esse vídeo para o YouTube, já volto, continuo no Vampyr.